Hey everyone, it's V. Welcome back to Radiant Reiki Therapy. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am a Reiki master. I do Reiki healing, tarot, and other energetic services. So if you guys are interested, please click the link, radiantreikitherapy.com, down below. I also have launched my meditation classes. There are more videos coming soon this month, so if you guys are interested, please click the link for meditation classes down below. I also have a unique service called Healing Art. For those of you who don't know, I am a professional artist. So I read your energy and create a customized art piece for you and your space infused with the healing energy you need at this time. If you guys are interested, please click the link for healing art down below, but all can be accessed through radiantreikitherapy.com. Thank you so much for watching. So before I started filming, this card came out, which is Justice. So I want to know about Justice. Why did Justice pop out and not want me to shovel her back in? The King of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Eight of Wands. Four of Wands. 11 might be a significant number for you. The Sun. The Six of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor. So it looks like the King of Wands has his eyes on you if you are a divine feminine. The Nine of Swords actually doesn't describe you. It describes the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is the divine masculine energy. You could resonate with the twin flame scenario. You could have a high-level soulmate. I would need to pull more cards to actually understand. It is, they're sad. I don't think they're sad. I think that's an understatement. I think they are down in the dumps. They are really, I don't want to call it depression. Maybe some of your divine masculines might be fighting it that hard, but they are heavily thinking about you to the point that they're miserable without you. They just know that you are for them, and they don't know why they're sitting alone at night wallowing over this when they could just move towards you. They themselves have those thoughts. Why can't I just pick up the phone? Why can't I just talk to them? Why can't we just be together? Why can't we... All I need to do is just talk to her. All I need to do is maybe go visit her. And, depending on who you are, you might live close to your masculine. You might live far from your masculine. It varies. But if you do live far, maybe they have your number. Maybe they have your social media. If you're not on social media, maybe they have your email or some way of contacting you. You could have a presence on social media. They could have a presence on social media. But they have these thoughts. They have these thoughts as, why can't I contact them? Why can't I just pick up the phone? Why can't I just send a message? Why can't I just say hello? Why can't I just do it? And it's funny because I don't think I've ever had a reading like this where they've actually thought about taking the action. Usually they're too busy or whatever. In fact, they might still use the excuse that they're too busy, but I've never had a reading where they've actually been like, why can't I just do it? I mean, they are on the brink of doing it. Honestly, that pressure, that ridiculous pressure of why can't I just do it only lasts so long. And honestly, this is the move that really proves themselves to themselves. This is the move that really proves themselves to themselves. They're like, I can do it. I'm in the energy. So why do I hesitate? So if you are a divine masculine reading and you're not understanding why you hesitate, let's find out. Also, I don't know if I just said divine masculine reading or if you're divine masculine watching this reading. I am still very tired today. So I apologize. I feel like I'm more eloquent than I was in the last two videos, if I'm honest. I was definitely tripping over my words for those videos. There are people out here who could be suffering with their throat chakra a lot. The throat chakra seems to be so prominent here. I don't... But it's getting smoother. That's the funny thing, right? Like, if I look at the blue in the King of Wands, or the blue in the Swords and the Nine of Swords, I just find it to be a lot duller in color than, you know, the Sun or the Eight of Wands. Which means that it is something that is healing, but it's so funny. The divine masculine themselves does not know why they're acting like this. So we're gonna see it. Why is the divine masculine so hesitant? Got the Ace of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. The Ace of Wands. All right, so I'm gonna do this because it's not all the cards that need to come out, but the Ace of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles, and then we, oh my god, even the Ace of Wands, when I did that, just floated over to the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Lovers, and we have the Ace of Cups. I think it's just they are so eager. Divine masculines, you are so eager to talk to your divine feminines, you don't know how to handle yourself. And you're afraid of actually coming off too eager. You're afraid of coming off too eager. You're afraid of, how do I start this slow when I'm feeling so much? Because you do not want to chase away your divine feminine. For those of you, like I said, who are high-level soulmates or twin flames, I feel like it could be for both. But this is a very, like, twin flame scenario. However, either one could work in this scenario, even though I feel it resonates more with the twin flame. Now, if you are a twin flame, okay, what it doesn't matter which one you are. The divine feminine seems, they know who you are to them, so they like you. I'm just gonna put that out there to ease your mind now. But generally in the twin flame scenario, the divine feminine, they wake up first. Give me 1 second, sorry about that. So yes, it looks like the masculine is a bit too eager. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I know that you also probably feel or know, or kind of a combination of both, that you've kept your divine feminine waiting a long time. And I think that also scares you, as in you built this eagerness up by yourself and you're so eager to come off, but you don't know how your divine feminine might feel because it has been so long. I mean, your divine feminine looks like they're, according to you, living their full independent life. You know, they're just in it to win it for themselves, and they're working very hard for themselves. So, you know, at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups, and, you know, you want to, you almost feel like you want to sort of it's not about being humble. Maybe you're afraid to come off a little too eager and too confident, kind of like you want to give a gift to someone who's not even really expecting it by this point, but you're like staying a little, but like you want to be a little more humble about it. You want to be, you're like, you feel like, oh my gosh, like my tail is between my legs, or like I need to like bow a little bit to kind of like, you have some sort of apology with it, like some apologetic energy with it as well. Like, I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long. And the thing is about this journey is that you needed to do a lot of healing. And I think your divine feminine also knows that. The divine feminine also had to do a lot of healing, a lot of healing. And I think if you guys meet and kind of talk about it, you will understand how much it entailed for the both of you to get to this point, to be able to talk. So, you both had healing to do on both of y'all's, and sorry, I don't know why. Oh, my natural accent sometimes, that's so funny. But you both had to do, actually that slip up shows me how comfortable you are with your divine feminine as well. You seem like energetically you understand this is the most comfortable I can be around anybody. Like, this is my person. But you're so eager to reach out that it scares you. Your own feelings scare you and it holds you back. It is quite intense. It's so cute how much you love her. It really is. And when I say her, I mean the divine feminine. Feminine and masculine are energies. It has nothing to do with your gender or sex. So I would like to just kind of reiterate that. But you're really, yeah. I mean, it's so much pressure holding it all in. It's so much pressure keeping it hidden. You just want to let it out. Just want to let it out. I feel like these petals under the moon here are like you kind of overflowing, like you can't handle it anymore. And all I'm saying, divine masculine, is don't handle it anymore. Call them. Call them, talk to them. You're ready. You're ready and they're ready to hear you. So, maybe you want to grab a cup of coffee with your divine feminine and just have a nice day. Or because I know you have this feeling like I want to start off slow and I kind of want to, almost like a reintroduction. You know what I mean? Or maybe, kind of explain what you've been going through with it. But, you just want to start off slow, and that's okay, and that's understandable because that eagerness does scare you. And you also don't want to scare your feminine off with your eagerness because your eagerness is scaring yourself. Call them. Call them, message them. If you guys live close together, you go out for a cup of coffee and have a nice conversation. It's up to you to step forward. Because your divine feminine is ready. She is ready. And if she is ready and you are ready, then the next logical move is for you to move forward. And the funny thing is, the divine feminine is being called to take care of herself right now. Because a lot of masculines might be thinking, why can't she just call if she likes me? Again, remember, feminine is the energy. I apologize, I should probably change that. But why can't they call if they like me? The funny thing is, it's how the energy is working. The energy for the feminine is telling them to take care of themselves. The energy for the feminine is telling them to take care of themselves. But the masculine energy, you are being called to move forward. And it's listening to that energy that makes the biggest difference. It's not anything about ego. It's not anything about pride. If you are the one that feels called to move forward, it is your job to move forward, to follow that energy. It is just how it works. So if you're like, well, if the feminine likes me, then they should be picking up their... That means you have a lot of healing to do. Why do you react that way? In fact, if you are still reacting that way, this reading might not be for you. Because I think the masculine in this reading is past that egoic response. But if you still do have that response, remember, it's because your energy is calling you to move forward, not theirs. Their energy is calling back to themselves. So right now they are in their own energy. But you have healed, and to the point that your energy is like, all right, it is time. You have to connect with them. That's why the feminine doesn't call you. But that being said, maybe that's also another thing that you needed to know to get past that way of thinking. You know what I mean? If you are watching this and you're still thinking that way, well, if they do like me, then they'll call. No, they probably won't, because they're so focused on themselves, because that's what their energy is calling them to do. But your energy is calling you to reach out. So listen to that energy and call them. They will happily reconnect. I promise they will happily reconnect. If they don't happily reconnect, then there's something that they're going through. But if your energy is asking you to reach out at this point, that means that you are ready and they are ready. Remember, it could just be a phone call. It could just be texts going back and forth, especially if you guys are far away from each other and that's all you can really do for each other. If you live close to each other, maybe, like I said, invite them out for a cup of coffee, or, to take a walk or something. I don't know about dates. I haven't been on a date in a hot minute. But that's what this is calling you to do. Divine Masculine, you are ready. You are ready. And I know you're eager. So I've given you a few ideas to help yourself slow down and not scare yourself into being too, not scare yourself with your eagerness, to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just think about it reconnecting with an old friend, or just kind of talking, or, going on a small date, whatever is comfortable for you. It's so funny, now that I'm talking about dates, Sid and Kane are doing their butt dance to each other. Guinea pigs are so cute. Oh, maybe I'll introduce them on the channel one day. Yeah, but that being said, masculines, you're ready. You're so ready. You're so ready. It hurts. So just, reach out. That's my advice. My advice is for you to reach out. It could be a quick text message that says hi, but do the reaching out. I promise, it'll be okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck to my twin flames, and good luck to my high level soulmates. And I will catch y'all on the next one.